how's it going? It's me, Megan, and I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and a few other platforms, soon to hopefully be full-time. And here on YouTube, I like to make reseller content. I'll do what's sold videos like this, I'll do unboxings, I'll do hauls, I'll do all that good stuff. So if that is something you guys are interested in, please make sure to like and subscribe, and that way you'll never miss one of my videos. So yeah, sorry that it's been a little while. I didn't necessarily mean to take such a long break, but I feel like this happens every summer. I sort of get, there's just, you know, there's a lot going on. We all understand that. Yes, another one of my shelves fell down, but I'm moving soon to San Francisco in actually just a few weeks. My husband's actually taking his bar exam since he graduated law school in just a couple of days, which is so exciting. He'll finally be able to relax after, you know, 3 years of law school during COVID and all of that. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, we'll just be packing and moving down and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's been just one crazy summer. But yeah, I want to share my sales with you guys from this last, technically 8 days. I included all of last weekend since I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and I know you guys like them. And I had some decent sales from last Saturday that I thought I would just throw in and include since I'm already doing this. So yeah, so this is gonna be the last 8 days, last Saturday, July 16th to yesterday, July 23rd. And I'm just gonna get into it because I actually had a lot of sales. I was very surprised. It's been so dead with, you know, summer slowdown and everything. I think back to school shopping is starting, which is great. But I also have like a little bit of a conspiracy theory that since PoshFest is in a month, they're kind of trying to fix the algorithm per se in a way that gets us more sales so that we might ignore that when PoshFest happens. I'm not going to PoshFest. I've never been, and I don't have a ticket, and I don't really plan on doing that. But I do watch a lot of YouTube videos of people that go after the fact, and they kind of summarize some of the bigger points. Maybe it's something I'll do in the future, but it's not something I'm gonna do now. But that's my little conspiracy theory. But hopefully it just keeps up, you know? So I'm just gonna get into it. These first chunk of sales are both from Saturday the 16th and Sunday, July 17th. What sold on Poshmark is what I'll go over first. I sold these Salvatore Ferragamo peep toe shoes. I've had these for probably 2 years. I think these came in my first ever THREDUP designer DIY rescue box, I wanna say. Like my first ever that I got in 2020. And this is kind of like a bittersweet sale because they have been getting a lot of attention. Someone finally sent me an offer of $50, and I thought that that was a good price, so I accepted. But then they messaged me once they got them because the code on the shoe was pretty confusing. It said both 36 and 9, and I'm a size 9, and when I tried them on, they were really small, so I figured they were 36, and other Salvatore Ferragamo shoes I've received in the past were in European sizing. So I listed them as 36, so then they messaged me, they're like, it says they're size 36, but they're wearing more like a 9 or a 10, so I think they're supposed to be a 9. And as I'm messaging them, because they didn't open a case against me, they just sent me a message on Poshmark. And as I was messaging them, like, oh, like, sorry, like, I tried them on and they were too small, so I assumed they were size 6, but like, I totally understand. I literally never respond to like messages like that. I just usually let them go through Poshmark for the returns and stuff. But literally as I'm typing, like, you know, if you open a case and like, I'll just tell them it's totally fine for you to ship it back, yada, yada, yada. They literally rate me, obviously not well, and like accept the package. So now they can't do that. So now I have to message them and be like, I don't actually think you could do a return because you rated me. So yeah, I feel bad, but like I was trying to be nice, and then yeah. So unfortunately they weren't happy, but I still made $40 on them. And usually for DIY designer boxes, each piece costs about $13 if you sell all of them in the box. It might have been a little bit less because they might have been cheaper back then. I think they used to be $90 with free shipping in 2020, I want to say, for 7 pieces. So whatever math that is. Then I sold this STUSSY hoodie, a gray hoodie. I got this recently at a newer kind of thrift store that I went to in Tigard, if you're familiar with Oregon. It was not great. Maybe there was some hidden gems in there. This might have been one of them. But overall, things were just marked really high, as they tend to be in this area. And kind of like weirdly, I will have this haul coming out this week. I do have the video edited and uploaded already. Do not worry. But yeah, I don't know. I found this hoodie for, I think, $6. And then like a little bit further down, they had a Brooks Brothers jacket priced at $100. Like not even like, I mean, it was a cute blazer jacket, but it wasn't like $100 at a thrift store worth, you know? So yeah, that was just weird. But yeah, that video is gonna come out if you're interested in what I picked up. But yeah, I ended up selling it for $48, which I was really happy with. I think I originally had it at like $60 and it was getting a ton of attention. But eventually I think I sent out a 20% off offer. Sold for $48 and after fees I made $36.68. So like I said, I spent like $5-ish on it. So I made pretty much like 30 bucks. And it sold relatively quickly. Then I sold this Free People mock neck sweater. I went to the bins. I don't know if I already posted this haul. I don't think I did, but I went to the bins, as I do. And I picked up this Free People sweater and also a dress. And you might think my titles, some of my titles from these sales are a little bit odd. I've been trying out some new title techniques to see if that gets my items more interest. I've been yet to really tell if they do or not, but I've been either trying to, you know, just do the brand name, like I think this listing, or I just do like cargo pants. I'm just trying different things out because I want to make more sales on Poshmark like I used to. But yeah, I was surprised that this sweater actually did get a lot of attention. Free People is really hit or miss for me. I don't pay up for it, but I have a hard time passing on it at the bins, especially if it's like a more substantial piece like this sweater. So it ended up selling for $32 and after fees I made $23.88. And I think that sold like within a week probably. Then I sold this Talbot Starfish button up, which I've had forever. I think I got this in my first bulk box from like last year, or maybe even some like women's THREDUP 25-piece box from like a year or two ago. I don't know. I thought it was cute. It had a starfish print, but Talbot's is just like not it. Don't have a good time selling it, but I held on to it just because I did think it was cute. It ended up selling for $15 and after fees I made $10.28, which I am way more than happy with. Then I sold these KanCan girlfriend jeans. I really like to pick up KanCan from the bins. I wouldn't pay up for it, but I'm pretty sure I have a 100% sell-through rate on this brand. It usually sells pretty quickly. It usually sells on an offer and usually around that like $20 to $25 range. Sometimes I will price them at like $30. I think I priced these at $30. Maybe a cuter style could sell closer to $30, like a cuter, newer style. But I always expect to either sell it on an offer that I send out, or someone's gonna send me an offer, and I think that's what happened with this one. It ended up selling for $20 and after fees I made $16. I don't know if I said it, but I got that at the bins pretty recently. Then the next thing I sold on Poshmark were these Lululemon camo high-rise leggings. If you remember, if you watched my most recent bulk box unboxing, I got these in that box. That was like in April, so I have been sitting on these for a little while. I relisted them recently, again using a different title, and I don't know if it's just because I relisted them and they're more of a fall pair of leggings, that's how they got a little bit more interest. But these also end up selling on an offer. Someone offered me $64. I think I might have had discounted shipping on these. So after fees I made $51.20, which I am way more than happy with. I think my cost of goods on that box was about $3 or $4, probably a little closer to $3 per item, so that is a great profit. Then I sold, again, a really old piece, this Banana Republic silk dress. I actually think I got this at the bins. Banana Republic, I'd say pre-pandemic actually did pretty well for me. I had good luck flipping those pieces pretty quickly for a good price, and it was surprising, but I was like, oh, it must just be one of those mall brands that does well. But I personally never feel like my business casual stuff recovered after the height of the pandemic. Obviously we're still in it, but I know some people are like, oh, people are going back to work, they're buying business clothes again. I've just had a hard time moving it. But this was a really cute dress, and it was 100% silk, and it was in great condition. Ended up selling for $17, and after fees I made $13.60. Then I had 2 Mercari sales. I sold this Y2K Playboy t-shirt that I found recently at the bins. I didn't mark it too high because there was no size, and there was really no information about it, just had the Playboy tag. I thought it was cute. It's a drama mama. I thought it was kind of funny. It did have a little bit of a mark on it that I couldn't get out that I noted, but it ended up selling for $18 on Mercari, which is what I had it listed at, and then after fees I made $15.38. I would say Playboy is still relatively pretty popular, so I definitely would pick it up at the bins as long as it was in, you know, pretty good condition, even if it was newer. But yeah, I definitely keep your eye out for it because there were probably some pieces that could do really well. And then the last thing I sold last weekend were these Abercrombie & Fitch dad jeans. These are also gonna come up in a haul pretty recently. I don't know if I'll put it out this week or next week, but I went to Plato's Closet and I actually brought in some items to sell, which I've been meaning to do for a really long time, and I'm gonna do it again this week. I just have to convince myself. They did make me feel old, but that's okay. I am old compared to them. I'm pretty sure I was talking to like a 16-year-old and I'm not 16. But yeah, I ended up shopping, you know, while they were looking through the items I brought in, and I purchased these Abercrombie & Fitch dad jeans, and I'm on TikTok a lot, so that kind of helps me get a better idea of what people are looking for, and these were the Curve Love dad jeans, and I know Curve Love's pretty popular. They had the asymmetric zipper, which I don't know how much people like, but it is kind of trendy right now, and I knew they were like a newer pair of jeans. They only had them marked at $10, which I thought was kind of interesting. I paid more for a lot of the jeans. I got 50% off that same day. But yeah, these actually sold really fast. They sold for $40 on Mercari, and after fees I made $34.54. And they had them marked at $10, but I think I bought 4 or 5 pairs of jeans that day, and then like they purchased like $40 worth of stuff for me. So for all the jeans I only ended up paying like $17 something. So really my cost of goods was much lower than the $10. All right, and then on Monday I had 3 sales. On Poshmark, I sold this Madewell linen floral midi skirt. I've been holding on to this for a while. I think I don't even know when I got this. I don't think it was too long ago. I think it was at the beginning of this year, and it's gotten a ton of attention. I've had it listed pretty high because I definitely spent $10 to $12 on it at Goodwill. But it did get a lot of attention. I personally didn't think it was like the cutest skirt, but I feel like it had a lot of potential. I knew somebody would really love it. But it ended up selling for $40, and then after fees I made $32. So I didn't make the best profit on it, but since I was sitting on it for so long, and it is getting kind of close to the end of summer, and it definitely could work as a fall skirt, but since it, you know, we're kind of getting out of skirt season, I thought I would give it up for that. Then I sold this mini Boden mouse cardigan. I found this at the bins and I fell in love with it. I thought it was so cute. I like to pick up, as far as kids brands go, I'm gonna be even more picky, which I feel like I say a lot, and then I pick up random stuff that I think is cute. But there are kids brands that can't do well, and I've picked up some mini Boden. If I think it's cute, I'll pick it up. Hannah Anderson was doing well for me, but now it's not doing as well, so I think I'll be a little bit more picky about that brand. I feel like there's another brand. Oh, Matilda Jane. Matilda Jane did really well for me. I do have one pair of like girls sweatpants that is sitting, but yeah, those brands I do kind of tend to pick up at the bins. I don't really source it anywhere else. But yeah, this cardigan ended up selling for $22, and after fees I made $17.60 on Poshmark. And then I had one eBay sale on Monday. I sold these Stuart Weitzman sandals. I've had these again for a little while. I think I bought them before summer, but they've kind of sat most of summer. They've been getting the most attention actually on eBay. I had them listed for I think $120, and I've been sending out offers. I did pay $20 for them, which was not smart on my part. So that was another reason I had them marked so high, because I was trying to make the best profit that I could. So eventually they ended up selling for $70, and it sold on a promotion, which means I give a percentage of that sale to eBay for them to promote it after it sells. So they ended up selling for $70, and then after fees and everything, I made $50.99. So again, not like the best profit, but it was still like a $30 profit, which I'm happy with. Then on Tuesday the 19th, I had 4 sales. I sold this Emerald Sundae maxi dress. Again, it came from my most recent bulk box from April. I only listed this because it was a maxi dress. The brand wasn't great. The dress itself had a few flaws. But it was a size 18, and I did list it, I think, for like $25 originally. I'm like, if somebody wants to use this as a costume, or, you know, you're going to like something and you don't really have a lot of money anyway, so you don't really want to spend too much on the dress. But yeah, it ended up selling for $23, and then after fees, I made $16.68. And then I sold these frame denim shorts, which I was actually surprised these sold for full price. I don't actually have the best luck with frame, but I saw these at the bins. They had a small stain, but I was able to get the stain out. But yeah, I was surprised. I didn't think they'd sell, 1, for so much, and 2, so quickly, but I'm definitely happy about that. So they ended up selling for $40, and after fees, I made $32. Then I sold this Superdry men's hoodie, and I actually got this recently at the bins as well. I haven't had like the best of luck with Superdry, but since it was at the bins, I thought I might as well pick it up. It was a decently heavy piece, but I found some good model photos for it, and I had it listed at $70 originally. I thought I'd have to sit on it for a while, wait for like the fall and the winter to come around, but someone offered me $50 in like a couple of days, and I decided to accept because I was more than happy with that profit. When I say I picked something up at the bins, that usually means I spent between like $1 and $2, cost of goods wise. And then the last thing I sold that day was on eBay. I sold this Aviva Girls full zip jacket, and I got this at least probably 2 years ago from my favorite Goodwill that hasn't even been open in like a year. Aviva is Lululemon's girls, I don't know if they made boys, but like kids brand that they don't make anymore. And I found this at that Goodwill, I think for like $5 or $6. And I never found the brand before, but I had heard of it, so I thought I'd give it a try, and I've just been sitting on it for a really long time. But it finally sold, and someone offered me $18 on eBay, and I decided to accept, so I made $13.91, which at least is still a profit. And then on Wednesday, I had 8 sales. On Poshmark, I sold these vintage Route 66 sandals. Again, a very recent bins pickup. I kind of keep my eye out for these kind of like Y2K 90s platform sandals, regardless of brand. I try and keep in mind like quality and if they're in good condition. But yeah, they're usually a pretty quick flip, especially this time of year, for like anywhere between like $50 and $80, depending again on brand, kind of. I guess it's a good brand, you know, you're gonna get more, but definitely based on like style. But yeah, these ended up selling pretty quickly. They sold for $54, and after fees, I made $41.48. And I'm pretty sure Route 66 was just a brand sold at like Walmart or something like that. From my research, it seems like it was just a Walmart brand, maybe a Target brand, but yeah. Then I sold this linen blend dress by the brand Mollusk, M-O-L-L-U-S-K, I believe. I saw this at the bins, and it said made in California, so I thought, you know, it might have been a good brand. I quickly looked up comps, and there was a sold comp, I think between 30 and 40 maybe, for the same dress in a different color. So I thought I'd give it a try. It did have a little bit of a mark in the back. It ended up selling for $20, and after fees I made $16. And again, I'm happy with that because that was a really quick flip. Then I sold this Nike Tech full zip men's hoodie. This also had a stain in the back that I wasn't able to get rid of, but I picked this up at the bins. I picked it up at the bins not super recently, but it is more like a fall winter piece. I think I probably got it probably close to the beginning of summer. Nike Tech pieces can do really well. I once had one, I think that sold for like $100. It was in a gray color. But this one sold for $40, and after fees I made $32, and yeah, I'm happy with that. Then I sold these Madewell flocked black jeans. They're like flocked, as in like kind of like a velour print, leopard print, skinny black jeans. I don't do the best with Madewell skinny jeans, but I saw these at the bins and they were like in new condition. And again, they're a little bit more than just your normal jean. Really cute, kind of fun, pretty recent. I think it was from like 2021 maybe, or 2020. But they actually sold really quickly. They sold for $34 on Poshmark, and after fees, I made $27.20. Then I sold these Fry leather sandals. I've been sitting on these forever. I think I got these at my recent honey hole. I thought they were pretty cute, but I think I've definitely had them for like 2 years. I don't remember what I paid for them. Probably between $10 and $15, I want to say, but they finally sold for $45, and after fees I made $36. And then I had 2 Mercari sales that same day. I sold these Brandy Melville sweat shorts. Again, a pretty quick flip. I think I got these from my most recent bins trip. I think these were technically John Galt, but John Galt is pretty much the same as Brandy Melville. And I do tend to pick them up, especially if they're cuter pieces. And sweat shorts, I think especially from this brand, are still pretty trendy. But yeah, they ended up selling for $17, and then after fees I made $14.51. And then I sold these Carhartt cutoff shorts, also on Mercari. I did these myself. I got the jeans at the bins. Usually before summer I'll collect a bunch of jeans, either from my denim DIY boxes from THREDUP or from the bins, and then I'll spend a day and make them all into cutoff shorts and then sell them. And these sold for $29, and after fees I made $24.96. Then on Thursday I had 4 sales. On Poshmark I sold these Athleta sweatpants, also picked up from the bins. These were, I think, from 2008, so I definitely need to get way more picky when it comes to Athleta, especially because it doesn't do that well for me. I don't know why I forget that. But they did end up selling. They ended up selling for $16, and after fees I made $11.08. And then I sold these high-rise wide leg jeans that I also got at the bins. They didn't have a brand, but I thought the style was really trendy, so I picked them up for that reason. And again, was a pretty quick flip. Ended up selling for $22, and after fees I made $17.60. And then on Mercari, I had 1 sale. I sold these Ariat cowboy booties. I got these recently from my honey hole thrift store. I want to say I paid about $25 for them. I had them listed at $100, and they were getting a good amount of attention, but someone offered me $75 on Mercari, and I thought that that was a good price, quick flip. And after fees I made $65.02, so about $40 in profit. And then I had 1 Deopop sale, surprisingly. I sold this cape jacket that also didn't really have a brand. I got this in my most recent bulk box. But capes are just so unique, so if you're looking for a cape, I feel like it'd be hard to find, especially like secondhand online. So I thought I'd give it a try and sell it because it was pretty cute and unique. And it actually ended up selling for $40 on Deopop, and after fees I made $34.41. And then the end of the week very much slowed down. On Friday, I only had 2 sales. I sold this blank NYC purple suede jacket. Again, I found this pretty recently actually at a Goodwill, and I picked it up, and I've had good luck specifically with the blank NYC Moto suede jackets, but I don't really always pick them up every time I see them. I try to be kind of selective about it, but I've always had good luck, and they always tend to be quick sales. So you could keep that in mind if you see them out in the wild. But I picked this one up. I love the color, but it was only like $5 at my Goodwill, and it was like a surprising amount of money, so much so that I'm pretty sure the cashier was like this close to calling the manager on me if I didn't buy literally like $100 worth of stuff that day. I'm pretty sure she thought I was like switching price tags or something, but I didn't. But yeah, it ended up being a quick sale. It ended up selling for $52, and after fees I made $41.60. I think I probably actually could have even got a little bit more, but I was like very happy with a quick sale. Then I sold these Chloe brown leather studded heels. I got these probably in my last DIY designer box I got from THREDUP. I haven't got one in a long time, just because I don't have the patience anymore really to, you know, constantly refresh the THREDUP website. But with that being said, I actually got 2 fun boxes recently. They haven't come in the mail yet, but once they do, I'll definitely make videos about it. But yeah, I've been sitting on these for a while, even though I was really excited. I've never sold Chloe before. I heard it does really well. I think the shoes that I had just weren't in the best shape. They were actually in pretty good shape, but specifically they had a snap closure that was just kind of separated from the shoe. I put in the listing you could glue it down, and I would have done that myself, but I didn't, like, I thought the person could like adjust it to their ankle before gluing it down. I didn't want to make it like too tight or anything. I also had these listed really high, and that could have been a deterrent, but they offered me $110 and I was happy with that. I made $88 on that sale. I was eventually going to send these into the RealReal, where I probably, for the same, if I sold it for $110, would have made like much less after their fees on their website. Then on Saturday, yesterday, I only had one sale. I sold these Brandy Melville cargo jeans, and cargo pants seem to be pretty trendy right now. That's why I kind of made my like title in my thing, like cargo jeans or cargo pants or whatever. So people searching that title, I think my listing would come up first. Who knows if that actually happened. But yeah, I've been sitting on these for a little while. These came in a DIY denim box, and I just thought they were really cute. And yeah, they ended up selling for $32, and after fees I made $23.88. All right, so after all that, my gross total this week was $1,143. And then after fees of $198.69, my net was $944.31, which I am pretty happy with. It's been a very, very slow summer, as a lot of you guys probably know. I definitely had some higher price sales earlier in the month too, so I'll try and do a What Sold Sunday again next week. I might also do one at the end of the month just talking about all the sales I had, maybe like over $40 or something, if you guys are interested in that. And yeah, I'd love to share my sales with you guys. I would love to know your thoughts about Poshmark and everything. Has it been picking up? Has it been slowing down? I definitely had some good moments with eBay earlier in the month, but now that's kind of slowed down. So I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know how your sourcing and selling is going. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.